Do, do, do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There you go. What do you want for your children's future? Normally when asked that, people think, oh, I want them to have, a great job, be very happy, be successful. So I'm going to try to narrow down the questions a little bit, okay? Do you want your children living in filth? The reason why I ask this is because in America, the average individual throws away 4.5 pounds of trash daily. This trash is collected and disposed of in what's called landfills. They're pretty much holes in the ground in which they toss their trash into, and when they're done, they just cover them up. Right now there's 3,091 active landfills, so they're still distributing trash in there. On record, keyword is record, there's over 10,000 municipal landfills. Within these landfills contain a lot of toxins. Right? They range from mercury all the way down to lead. And these toxins are not only deadly for you, they're also deadly for your children. Do you want your children drinking sewage? Of these landfills, they surveyed, right? 82% of the landfills in which they surveyed had leaks. 41% of the landfills had leaks greater than 1 square foot. In 2011, the Clinton landfill in Illinois is trying to expand its area. Right now, the Clinton landfill sits right above the Muhammad Aquifer. This aquifer supplies water to 850,000 citizens. Keep in mind, 82% of the landfills had leaks, and 41% had greater than 1 square foot. It's too easy for the toxins to seep into the natural water systems and to get into what we drink on a daily basis. On a more global scale, in the Pacific Ocean, because of the circular current, there is a patch called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Which in this patch, there are 750,000 pieces of plastic per square kilometer. If you don't know, a kilometer is roughly the size of 0.6 miles. That's a little over half a mile. And this patch is the size of Texas. National Geographic did an even larger survey. If you put all the oceans together, they stated there's 5.25 trillion pieces of plastic floating in our oceans. They calculated roughly 4 billion microfibers of plastic on the ocean floor. We haven't even discovered every piece of the ocean. And we've already started destroying that ecosystem. Think of what it's going to do with your children. Speaking of your children, do you want them breathing in toxic fumes? (90 to 98% of the fumes in which landfills create is methane and carbon dioxide. For those that know what carbon dioxide is, one of the leading greenhouse gases, so they say. Methane is 20 times more potent. Amongst the 17 other fumes in which landfills create is hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide is known to create respiratory issues and even death. Now landfills can start being at max gas production in 5 years. However, they can continue to produce gases for over 50. These gases can easily leak through the soil and through the foundation of your homes and settle where your children live. When I ask you these questions, I'm hoping that your answers are no. You do not want your children to live in filth, to drink sewage, or to breathe toxic fumes. So the next main question is, what can you do? I'm going to give you 3 simple things which you can do to help make a huge impact for your children's future. First step is to reduce. If you reduce the amount in which you purchase, you reduce the amount in which you throw away. You can also, when purchasing items, choose things that have less packaging. Killer cat. Purchase things with less packaging. By doing so, you can reduce the amount in which you're taking home, which in hand, reduce the amount in which you throw away. The second thing you can do is reuse. You can simply reuse a grocery bag. I don't know if y'all have seen them, the mesh little bags.
Meow.
Mesh grocery bags reduces the amount of plastic in which we will use, and will reduce the amount of paper in which we use. All by simply reusing one bag. You can reuse water bottles. If you want that nice filtered water, you can easily go out there and get a little purifier and reuse the same water bottle. And by doing so, the amount of money which you can save on the water that you can purchase easily pays for the filter itself. And you already have a bottle. You can reuse boxes and cardboard. And since this is mostly geared for your children, if you go out there and buy a brand new TV and they have a science project, they already got cardboard right there. A box. Great for Christmas. And the third thing you can do is recycle. You can recycle cans, plastics, clothing, and mainly electronics. Being the new age in which we're in, electronics are one of the major things that are thrown out that can be reused for the gold, copper, tin, and even the devices. Even though your computer crashes, the CD drive, the hard drive, can be used by other people and by companies to create more products. All by just recycling. Now again, I'm not asking you to do this for me, and it's already too late for us to do for ourselves. But please, make a difference for our children by following 3 easy steps. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Any questions? Y'all decide to do some research. These are all the sites and articles in which I researched myself for this.
How often do you recycle?
Actually, every day.
What's your favorite thing to recycle?
Cans. I drink a lot of stuff.
Is it because you could get money for it?
No.
Did you know you could get money for it?
Yes, I do. Depending on where you live, depends on how much the rate of per poundage, per cans, bottles, you can actually take them to your local. your local recycling area, they will weigh it and they can give you cash for it. If you live near a military installation, which we currently do, each one has their own recycling type of program, and you can drop your stuff off there. You're not worried about the funding